starting your day with news from your hometown. This is WDBJ7 Saturday Morning.
Good Saturday morning. Thank you for staying with us. I'm Ashley Ann.
And I'm Katie Reshetko. Caitlin Francis is off today, so we're holding down the fort. In Franklin County, questions continue after a church fire that officials call suspicious. It's left people saddened but determined to move forward. WDBJ7's Eric Miller has the story.
You can see beside me how the fire ate away the side of this pew. It's just one side of the damage this 170-year-old church sustained.
It's shocking, really.
Curtis Rakes grew up just down the road from New Hope United Methodist Church.
It's a wonderful community to live in.
From the time he was 5 years old, he sat in these pews. Friday night, that's no longer an option. The inside of New Hope United Methodist is scorched. Some pews were destroyed, others covered in soot. Bibles and hymnals were singed, and one window was broken out. Franklin County officials say smoke was spotted at about 6 a.m. A quick response from the Callaway, Ferrum, and Rocky Mount fire departments saved the structure. Those driving by say it was an impressive sight.
There was all kinds of flashing lights from probably in the neighborhood of 5 to 7 fire trucks.
Friday afternoon, neighbors and churchgoers alike were dropping in to inspect the damage.
I don't understand why this happened.
Like many in the area, Catherine Altus has known this church
Since I can remember.
Her grandmother attended services here and her parents were married inside.
It's the family church.
Investigators from the Franklin County Sheriff's Office are now trying to figure out just how this could have happened. They haven't released any information on the cause of the fire and will say only that it looks suspicious. For members of the community, their focus is now on one thing: rebuilding this historic center of their hometown.
I hope everybody can get together and fix it back, repair it.
The preacher here, Amy Panel, says they won't be able to hold services inside this Sunday. Instead, the whole congregation will be outside at the picnic tables, rain or shine. In Callaway, Eric Miller, WDBJ7.
The Trump administration is preparing to deploy over 1,000 more troops to the Middle East. Now, this is in response to the growing tensions with Iran. Pentagon officials said the beef up in security serves 3 purposes: greater visibility into Iran's forces, shoring up U.S. forces already in the region, and to have better ability to respond to any attack.
British Prime Minister Theresa May announced she's stepping down. May has struggled to unite the British Parliament around the Brexit deal, something that UK citizens voted for nearly 3 years ago. She says it's now up to Conservative Party lawmakers to choose a new Prime Minister. May says she will step down on June 7th. 2 more climbers died on Mount Everest Friday, becoming the 8th and 9th people to die there this year. Every year, hundreds of climbers make the trek all the way to the top of the world. Climbers call the area above 26,000 feet the death zone. That's because the air is just so thin up there. Most need supplemental oxygen.
And that's very dangerous. If you run out of oxygen, you can die within a couple of hours.
So far this season, at least 9 climbers have died on Everest, more than all of last year. Now, almost all died coming down from the traffic jam at the summit, and most of those bodies will remain on Mount Everest as a solemn reminder to future climbers.
Time now for a look at your hometown forecast with meteorologist Christian Johansson, and he's got some good and some bad news. Warm weather, scattered showers, right, Christian?
Oh, come on with the bad news. It's not that terrible.
If it's going to ruin my barbecue this afternoon, I can't help but be a little disappointed.
Katie, if you don't, you might not even see rain, Katie. That's the thing with scattered showers.
You don't know my luck with rain, Christian.
Well, if you haven't heard, what Katie's referring to is that we have a chance to see some showers and some storms today, later this afternoon. Today will be our best chance of the entire holiday weekend to see some afternoon storms. She's just upset because she just picked today to do the barbecue. Look, if you're going to be outside, just be aware if something's going to come through your region. There is a possibility, but it's going to be quick. Right now, we are seeing mostly sunny conditions here in Lynchburg from our McBride Science camera. Yeah, there's some clouds out there, but more than likely we'll see increasing clouds as we head into the afternoon. As the front advances through the area, we're going to start to see, which we're already seeing, some temperatures in the 60s and 70s here. 70 in Danville, 71 in Roanoke. Some other areas are starting to warm up. Once we see that a couple temperatures kind of bump up up a little bit. We'll probably see whatever fog is around lift across the region. Temperatures will warm quickly. And then again, we have a chance to see some scattered showers as we head into the afternoon hours. Again, not everybody's going to see them, but if we get a thunderstorm that does pop up, we could see some high winds near that, maybe about 40, 45 miles per hour, some small hail. The biggest threat is going to be just a downpour. We could see a half-inch of rain here with any one of these storms kind of coming through. So again, what you need to know, they're going to be highly scattered. Some people will see it, some people won't. Katie, I'm hoping you don't see one.
Thank you. I'll report back tomorrow, and I'll let you guys
All right.
know whether or not my barbecue was ruined today. All right. Thank you so much, Christian.
You got it.
A National Guard soldier from North Carolina has been laid to rest with full military honors at Arlington National Cemetery. Sergeant James Slape was killed in the line of duty while serving in Afghanistan. The 23-year-old grew up in Morehead City, North Carolina, and is survived by his wife. His commander says he earned several awards and touched many people during his time serving.
Always a positive, kind, lighthearted guy. Did his best to put a smile on other people's faces. Had intentions of going to college when we got back from the deployment, so he was definitely somebody who had a lot of ambition and always put his best foot forward.
Sergeant Slape is the 26th North Carolina Army National Guard soldier killed in action since September 11th.
This Memorial Day weekend, visitors in the Washington, D.C. have a bright red reminder of those who have given the ultimate sacrifice. Hundreds of thousands of poppies cover this wall to honor the men and women who have died in uniform since World War I. It's the second year of the exhibit in our nation's capital. Organizers say the location of the wall, which is near many war memorials, has significance.
The goal is to educate the public, advocate for our military, and continue to raise that understanding that Memorial Day is about remembering those fallen. And I think it makes for a wonderful venue. As you said, World War II, Korean, across the pond is Vietnam, and then just across the river is the hallowed grounds of Arlington. So it's an ideal location for visitors to kind of take it all in.
Yeah, that's absolutely beautiful. Now, the poppy is actually a symbol of remembrance. It's been used since 1921 to commemorate those who have died in war. Very, very beautiful there.
A great way to remember them. And anytime you can make it out to one of those memorials, I know, some cities have some really nice, Lynchburg, where I spend a lot of time, has a very beautiful memorial there in downtown and all those areas. So I would love to see that, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Very touching. It's very emotional to go to those kind of places,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, don't go anywhere. Coming up a little later, Travis Wells is back, this time with a look at how the Virginia lacrosse team is preparing to take on Duke in the Final Four.
Plus, there's a spirited debate going on about which U.S. city should bear the ultimate garlic title. That's what's coming up in What's Trending.